Hey everybody, it's Retro DM Ray. Hey, what's up? I hope everybody is having a great day today. Um, I thought I might come out and hang out on the channel today and get a chance to hang out with a special guest of mine here in just a little bit and see what we can talk about regarding some Dragonbane and some other maybe some other old school stuff. So I hope that you're ready for some conversation today. You have to uh, accept my apology for the lighting and that kind of a stuff. I don't have a studio set up really so much to speak of. Um, but today we're going to kind of break out some of the cool stuff. Take a look at that. Yay. There's some old Dragonbane there. That's the new hardcover rule book, which I got, as well as the hardcover bestiary. Also, really, really cool. Got some good stuff in it. So, we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Um, I think without question, one of the things that we're going to kind of cover today is some stuff that my guest and I like about Dragonbane, as well as some stuff that maybe we don't like, as well as maybe some stuff that's kind of in between. And that's kind of the way I think it goes with old school gamers. Is there's some things that we like, things that we don't like, things that we like from other systems, and things that we don't like, and we've kind of mash it all together. I think we've done that for many many years. And I think we are definitely going to be talking about whether we would or do that with the Dragonbane ourselves. Um, Hopefully he'll be in here shortly. But you're welcome to put some stuff in the chat, and we can kind of talk about those kind of things together. And I will respond to your chat as best as I can, as quickly as I can. This is my first time doing a stream, so you kind of have to bear with me as to how this thing goes. But I hope you're going to cut in here and like it. And let's see if I can get him in here on the screen with me. I do not know how to do that. So give me just a second here. Hey, Roos, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I would say BX is probably pretty awesome. Kind of for me, although I used BX a lot back in the day. Really, BX was kind of just the other thing that we used to kind of mash together. Um, so AD&D came upon us when I first started playing in '79, late '79, and very quickly then of course Beckme came out and we kind of just thought they were the same thing, and so we kind of combined those together. um, and we kind of mashed them together. And so then when BX comes along in the early 80s, we just kind of threw that in the pile also. We didn't know that you couldn't just do that. So that's kind of how we did that. But yeah, BX is pretty awesome. Waiting for my guest. The link that I sent isn't quite working, so I'm not sure I know how to fix that. Um, Let me see if there's a setting in here that I can pull from to do that. I don't see a setting on here where I can do that. I think before I started the stream, I could send a link to someone, but now I don't see that option. So if anyone knows how to do that, that'd be awesome. Um, in the meantime, just to catch you up a little bit on my Dragonbane experience. So I've run this for several hours, especially for my family at home. Um, over the course of quite a little while, back when it was actually still in beta testing a little bit, and then all the way through the very end, and then the delivery of the Kickstarter, um, and then now to the hardback rulebook. Some changes kind of happened along the way, but I'd kind of ran it for a while during that time. At which point, also then I ran it at a small con um, in here in North Carolina for a group for several hours, and it was pretty fun. And I think the reason that I did that was not only do I like the system, even though it is quite a little bit different than old school D&D, is actually because the system harkens back to what the modern systems, at least for me, don't give, which is that ever present kind of feeling of death and the tension of that. Um, and this system, even though it has, I would say like quote unquote survival mechanics, if you will, um, the game is very deadly. Your hit points are only equal to your con score in this particular system. So your maximums are always going to be an 18, regardless, except for maybe an heroic ability might give you a 19, but most of the time it's going to be nothing but an 18. And in fact, I've never heard that you could have anything beyond an 18. I know at rules as written, it doesn't allow that. So you're never going to have more than 18 hit points unless you take a heroic ability called robust, which each time you take that gives you an additional 2 hit points. So your hit points can go up, but it's just going to be really difficult to do because heroic abilities are also really rare and really hard to come by and really hard to achieve. And so the fact that you always have minuscule amounts of hit points, and the fact that weapons are really deadly. If you have a copy of Dragonbane, you can open that and take a look at it yourself. But just as an example, a long spear does 2d8 damage. And if you have a strength score where it gives you at least a d6 of extra strength damage on all of your melee attacks, you're doing that 2d8 plus 1d6 damage every time you hit someone. So that's pretty deadly, pretty fast. Armor is damage reduction. It does reduce the damage from that. Armor, shield, and helmet all combined together. But that's pretty deadly. And so the main reason why I like it is because of the fact that it is that deadly. And I think without that deadly challenge in the game, you lose something. Okay. It's waiting for me to accept you into the room. How would I do that? Participants. Yes. If anyone knows how to add a person on here, I would greatly appreciate that in the stream, because I do not see how to do that. Well, I apologize to my guest because I cannot find a way to get them added. Hey, Mage, what's up, man? I have no idea how to add my guest into my live stream. Any clue? um, it is not giving me my notification to let me know how to do so, which is what it's supposed to do, and it is not doing that. No, actually, I'm just using YouTube Studio for a live stream. Um, I'm not really big on the OBS and StreamYards and all that kind of stuff. Actually, I don't know how to use that at all. So I was just trying to do it the easy way, which is apparently not this way. I don't know. And they have the link actually to be able to join, but it's telling them that it's waiting for me to accept it, but I cannot accept what I cannot find. So yeah, actually, YouTube Studio will let you do that. Before you set up the live stream, you can set it all up and schedule it, and then send them a link, and then they can click on the link and join, which is great. But when they're clicking on the link, it's telling them that I need to accept that, and that it's going to give me a notification, which it did not do. So that stinks. And of course, Google is completely unhelpful, or I am not good at the Google foo. um, yeah, let me step away for a second. Hey, O'Neill, how you doing, man? Let me step away for a second, and I'll come right back after refreshing and see if that will help.